Okay, this lesson is going to be on playing over chord changes, and these are quite difficult. The chords change keys every fairly quickly, so that's where the power of these chord shapes, scale shapes that I talk about in my coaching program, really start to become powerful. In this song, we've got C minor 7, 2 chord of the B flat major scale, A minor 7, 2 chord of the G major scale, A flat major 7 is the 4 chord of the E flat major scale, and then the G7 is interesting. It's actually a modified G minor 7, which would be the 3 chord of the E flat major scale. So we just raise the B flat up to a B, and so we really got 3 different keys there. And then so we can visualize 3 shapes, and we're going to stick to the 7th and 8th fret area. And for the G7 chord, we're just going to modify the shape. So I'm going to play the tune so you can see it on the fretboard. Okay, so that's shape 2, and then you got shape 3 over A minor 7, and then you got shape 6, and then we'll still have shape 6, but we're going to raise the B flat up to a B. So there's 3 shapes to really think about, and they're all in the same area of the fretboard. So you can use this to improvise to help you switch from one chord to the next. This program is called Guitar Scales Method. I'm using that, and the cool thing is it shows you the root notes for each chord. So you can work on target notes. Those are the red ones, and the yellow ones are the chord tones, 3, 5, and the 7th of the chord, because we're using 7th chords in this case. So if I target roots, I can go. That's the G there. I'm embellishing it. That's the root. A flat again. Root is G. So just a little example there of how you can practice switching between the shapes. You might want to just stick to 2 chords at a time, just from A minor 7 to C minor 7. Practice the shape up and down, and then shifting it to the next shape when the other chord comes by. I'm just going to stop this. Okay, so even though I use that guitar scales method, I'm trying to show you how those shapes show up on the screen. But I found that if you just look at the shapes, it doesn't really get in your brain. You gotta play each shape basically, and then work on switching from one shape to the next, and then focusing on chord tones within those shapes. So in the coaching program I have, I talk about the 5 shapes. Now the beauty is you've got 5 shapes which are scale shapes, and those shapes can be moved around to other keys. So when I talk about shape 2 or shape 6 or whatever, there's only 5 of them, and they basically are the same for any key, just moving around on the fretboard. So I've seen people trying to learn a million scales and modes and get totally confused. This way there's really only 5 shapes, and then for I was talking about the G minor 7 to G7, you just take the shape 6 there. So if we go, you just raise the B flat if you have this one here, you just go. So you still got those 5 shapes in your head, and you're just making some slight modifications to the scales, the scale shapes that I talk about. Okay, so hopefully that helps you see the scale shapes as they move from one chord to the next, and let me know how that goes.